So here's the slow version of that C Lydian lick. We start here on the 15th fret of the A string. 99% of this lick is based on these alternate picked descending sixes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're gonna start with a sweep arpeggio leading into this note here, the 19th fret of the high E string, the B note. We start here on the 15th fret of the A string, and we just play a normal open C arpeggio shape. So we got 15, 14, 12, 13, 12, 15. You have the tabs available for free as well. You just check the link below, sign up for my newsletter, go get the mix lessons, and you will have the tab over there. So again, I pick this down, 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 up, and then we end up with a downstroke here. And from here, we're gonna go down in sixes, like I said, but we're not gonna use each individual note of the scale and go down 6 notes. We're gonna take every other note. This, to me, creates more of an open sound than if you do every note. So, it's gonna start on B, go down, and if C Lydian sounds scary to you, it's the same notes as G major and E minor. It's just that the tonal base is C instead of E or G. So if you know the E minor scale, you're good to go. It's the first shape. Move down 2 positions. Start on the 15th fret. Move down 2 to the 12th fret. Move down 2 to the 8th fret. And from here, we're gonna use the same melodic pattern, but we're gonna go down on each string set as well. So in this case now, we're gonna actually travel back this way on the guitar. So if I just play it first, you can see what I mean. So. But melodically, we're still moving in descending thirds for each starting note of each group of 6. A lot of numbers, but if you just try it, I think you'll see that it makes sense. So again, from the 8th fret here on the E string, and we'll restart it on the B string on the 10th fret, restart on the 11th fret of the G string, 12 on D, 14 on A, and end on the root here on the 8th fret. As far as practicing this, besides just learning the lick, if you find that you have a real trouble playing these descending sixes, I would start there, and you can do it in 2 ways. Either you do it diatonically, meaning you follow the scale. In that case, I would stick to, well, you can stick to the scale we're in now, C Lydian or E minor, we talked about, and simply play all the available positions on each string group. Meaning if we go down here on the high E string, I can start on the A note. And I can practice this in this way. And so on, all the way up and back on the fretboard, and then start on the next string. Do the same thing between the G and B, D and G, A and D, E and A. But you can also do this with the finger patterns, meaning this is based on 3 notes per string. So I use my 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. So you can just go up like this. Actually, you don't need to repeat it twice in each position. You can also just do it once. So you just go. All the way up, all the way back, then do 1, 2, 4. Same thing, 1, 3, 4. But keep it slow, and then 2, 3, 4. And when it comes to practicing these kind of patterns, I really enjoy doing this with these chromatic type patterns as well, because it takes the thinking out of it when you're sitting watching TV, for example. You can shut off the brain to a certain extent because it's going to be the same fingering just moving up and down the fretboard. You're still getting the same mechanical practice, and mechanical practice, what I mean by that is that the actual mechanics of playing So if you play 3 notes per string descending and you work through 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, you're basically covering all the mechanics of this whole thing. Yes, sure, you could make different variations, meaning you can go 3 and then 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 4, but I don't think you need that, because if you have the synchronization to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4, it's just a matter of memorizing the shapes of the scales when you're going to play it for real in a musical situation. This type of practicing is really beneficial. I do 90% of my technique practice listening to a podcast, watching Netflix, something similar like that, where I work on the mechanics part of it. When I do that, I can actually use my practice time for more musical things, working on improvisation, learning new scales and tonalities. I can transcribe, I can basically work on anything but technique. So once I know what I need to work on when it comes to the technique, I just sit down and do it. And then I have something on in the background so you can get the whole boredom thing taken out of the context. And Paul Gilbert once said in a lesson that I've heard where he talked about this whole concept, and he said that, well, it's probably better to sit there and be 100% focused doing this stuff, but I'd rather take 70% focus and actually get down and doing it, meaning getting the reps in, getting the hours in, practicing, instead of sitting there for 100% focus practice session, but you will only be able to stand maybe 30 minutes or an hour because it's so boring to sit there and repeat patterns. But you need these repetitions to really solidify the technique. And like I said, don't listen to me, but do listen to Paul Gilbert. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions at all, just post them below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Again, if you need tabs, sign up for my newsletter and you'll find the tabs in the mixed lessons pack. If you want more advice on how to improve your alternate picking, check out my Alternate Picking Monday series. You'll find the link below, but also the first video is going to be here on your screen right now, probably here or here.